Workers ye boy mu. Na ye den sema ya boa no yi e de abrɛwo. Na ebini
my Ghana photo sound for the Atuja Electricity Company of Ghana says sika wo mo gege no e hwe dia kwosoro ohama bupen no ediokron.
First time we are not approving new arrests in energy sector.
For Michael Akwasi Edu di Atuja Enra 2026 akwumasika mu nkoma yedi ye no wei nkranhyenim.
Can be candidate dead me to nyum bonds and man. Afina a juma rest come cast from the beshim, big push to come cast from the beshim, and I know in Ghana for you know who I find it was sent across the
Adeshemema Ewie Yadi Akasi and the Beko Edom Kumanwa from ranking member on Defense and Interior Committee Onomonyan for Reverend in Team for Jakodin Komobisasa Enura the Empany 42 Jaffa Ghana Alfonso Sakandia Wade Sum Womonodian and Wonim Nadian Usi Efanon Yebejinamo Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry Ora Ibano Cherry Boa Bina Basso said their photo some 42 Johnny ye Omonati the so Omoya Jumana 30 days Etia Womoka Edewu.
Basia, the Sika, the Bebre, the economy, no more. Because Sikanuba, we distribute it across board.
No, we tear photo sound for Mesika no adi 2 January chema kwa we say COVID-19 levy no ye free ho. And on tin dan chen so vata who do bi wo han hwan so abam ye ne aye adwumayfon kabom kwa who do be din komo bisa se wei o mo je ne sen. Adeshima man samna foforo pi binum ka we hu na wiei ya je obrane ade amunche mu nyina asomo ewo Akan kasemo yemfa seda emanyumakoi MTN Ghana was with day for you everywhere you go. Ya no what ase nei the only telecommunication network ya bomundia yen sura chiesa se wadwuma ho te na so ani se MTN de crowd di biba oye de pay setter se wo MTN sim no ehun hia kra se obegye sim e de ahye phone mu na bom oba wo mo office bia mu a mo go simless ohia wa download my MTN app na to so amount obebo atwuma se mo transactions we ye call and answer we adwumadie bia wo de MTN no be ye na so na card in phone mu we nwanwan na etewu ya no ansa hwe wan African Queen macro ni ne se obi ye fro ye obi ye nkwan obi ye jollof amesel ni signature tin no African Queen ye ni mo fitete wo madament na ne nkrofo binum kra ye macra hodo bi nanso anunsuo no a ede no fisha ye twa ni sinanim no a akono ye di enkran dokono no eno ane African Queen macra wan ukodwoma no waje bi kofi ne beboa ya no watwe wonum keke sansa ye bra nu ntia udu makola ya no akan se obehunu wo ma so ye kese no wo ho oba pastor makola wana obehunu no 0245 326180 and 0302668357 nyuma kura diamond na hoden ye kita hoden a ye tase awie e de premto be kase no asomo wakenkanfo a ye somo enie
ohene nana kwame amo ena
nana ama anotufo afei adeshemaima and some no chemu eniem. Yesha said ya free enra wo my Ghana 2026. Akoma sika ya photo sound for Gina Mampeni. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama anemo di 2 dra eche Ghana this year any wiasa manema nyina sir. Say ni esika die any esika mujejie ebesia kom. Wache mu di akwakọ wie se wudru energy sector wa Dr. Kessel Atoforsen sing. Electricity Company of Ghana wa fimpim yenu any aduonu nan. Wa musika no mutime jeje di free ka mu nyina no. Na wa mutime jeje 900 million Ghana cedis and they empeja bom se omutumi jeje 1.7 billion busumi bia e chia se sika be se 800 million muwa and as se omutumi jeje de ka ho wose wo ka ma Ghana de shati ase se enya no fofa keke e yadwuma na mpanifo de hyehye egu akwan mu asese ECG won kwansem ayedesa.
When this administration took office, Ghana's energy sector was saddled with about $1.4 billion United States dollars in debt to independent power producers. Taken fiscal bomb, I call it. Mr. Speaker, today, that burden has been lessened. We have renegotiated all power purchase agreements led by Ghanaian experts at no cost to the state, saving over $250 million and restructuring 1.1 billion Ghana cedis over a 4-year period. First time, we are not approving new arrests in energy sector. Solar tariffs, projects like BXC and Midday have dropped from 18 to 6.5 cents per kilowatt hour. cutting costs and expanding access. Mr. Speaker, this was achieved as part of the renegotiation. The Electricity Company of Ghana revenues has risen almost 90% from 900 million to 1.7 billion Ghana cedis per month.
Adeshemaima wapani chiamu de kwa wiye se niyama buwa se kwa shone se bafom wade tutu afimpi mienu eni adionu na ihuwa afidie no enkwanshe wa mua keke wase wa afimpi mienu eni adionu na December aboso minimo na eniyama buwa ene se so tienu no ejina ohamu abupeno adionu miyansane na chipon watwe 23.8% sana na inflation ejina enso esa ejumadiya mpenifo diegu akwamu eni sikase munim dieni ya mamu atini wadiegu fomu intino se October aboso mi etwe mu ye my Ghana inflation ujina 8.0%. I just say penny for boy chuma.
Right, Honorable Speaker, inflation has fallen faster than anyone imagined, from 23.8% in December 2024 to 8% by October 2025. Ghana is back to a single-digit inflation. This was not by sheer luck. It is the outcome of disciplined fiscal policy, steady monetary management, stable exchange rates, and strong domestic production. Together, these have restored confidence, stabilized the cedi, and eased the pressure on families and businesses. Food inflation reduced from 27.8% to 9.5%. Prices of everyday food such as tomatoes, garden eggs, okra, and fish are finally falling. Mr. Speaker, non-food inflation also dropped from 20.3% to 6.9%, supported by steady fuel prices and lower import costs. Right, Honorable Speaker, this progress proves that sound policies brings real relief.
Adeshemaima fotosanfo chiamu kwa wiye se afimu no wade tutu afi etwemu no a ade ba akwa na ha o man Ghana ye se yesika ne yetimi nya wo man mu yajeche wo man mu no na ekwa animu kakra na enso ebewi ache ni sika ye dididi dwuma no na ebro de yetumi ajeche wo man mu no eche se ye GDP no sika ye benya ene de ye yankasa didi dwuma wo man mu no ya na ekwa animu pa sese de wose ne ma ntesa empanifo akeka ne ma si animu a afi a ye bewura mu 2026 no yesika ebe
2025 marked one of Ghana's strongest fiscal turnaround in decades. The primary balance on commitment basis swung from a 3% deficit in 2024 to a 1.6% surplus by September 2025, exceeding the target and proving that discipline delivers results. Mr. Speaker, reforms in revenue mobilization and spending controls anchored this recovery. The removal of nuisance e-levy did not weaken revenue. Broader tax reforms and efficient gains, nuisance e-levy did not weaken revenue. Broader tax reforms and efficient gains lifted non-oil tax revenue to 8.7% of GDP, up from 7.8% in 2024. On expenditure, government tightened non-priority spending whilst protecting key investment in the sectors. Treasury bill rates have fallen, saving 8.8 billion from January to September.
Adeshemaima wa my Ghana shisheyemu yawo adie bia friend sen special protection programs and no ye leap afei insurance no and afei so kra no aye school feeding sa special protection program ye boa papa ma ahoyehia bremu e wo se yetimi hwe asoye na nipa binum a agya wo ho aka adwedwa mu kakra na yetimi atwitwa age wo mo a ye nam leap kwan so and afei insurance ne kwan so and school feeding so e de boa wo se no kane no na sika ekwo no agina ho mabupan eye achie hwe ene ensia 0.6% se say die 2026 akoma sika no epechem 0.9%.
Even as we pursue fiscal consolidation, government protected and expanded social spending to cushion vulnerable households. Allocations to social protection programs increased to 0.9% of GDP, up from 0.6% in 2024. Mr. Speaker, these targeted interventions reflect our conviction that economic stability must translate into social progress.
Adeshemaima Ghana photo sound for Dr. Keso Atofonsen Sem. O my Ghana dear ba ko mo chance yes o mu ebu o my no efisi e to abawie ye no. Wo mo beti anse ye se na aban na de nipa bi no ka nipa bi o my ye adwuma som o my no mo do mo sika na ye adwuma no. Na wo se etua won ka. Sa e ka ne nyina no aban na bai na e do so papa check na egu na pono so na nya asem ketwa na nso. Wo gina eno 2026 akoma sika na de atodwa de aban wei ayafa ho.
Upon assuming office, government was confronted with outstanding arrests and payables totaling 68.8 billion Ghana cedis, comprising 50.5 billion in unpaid invoices and interim payment certificate (IPCs) and 18.3 billion in outstanding bank transfer advices (BTs). Mr. Speaker, in fulfillment of our pledge to protect the public purse and ensure value for money, we commissioned the Auditor General, working directly with PwC and EY, to conduct an independent validation of these arrests and commitments.
Adeshemaima enya yetie ye o my Ghana photo sound form. Ono na jam say acting defense minister Dr. Keso Atofonsen. Asabi wonte ye kwamra shebeja fie. Emra shebeja fie edom kuma ne ma enai friends and trofo nhia mu dia no pai. E kasa papa pasa no akohoma sika no ntie ekodi enie. Hwan kran shebia ni ba bia wo boa pa. Kekan no yo de agu ho sa ni da so bia ni ba bia nti Ghana de hye ye on pai bo bi bo a ye nkoso mo. Ene fie de kwa de prayer camps ahodo engogu otamesan aban no woni adida so bia de mayen yaduru na sebeja fia ya ma ne bofo kunni ba kon eye Emmanuel Akole be me na adama so teme kama hen
ye bia
ode shebo adama wo ho nti ye nsuro ye ne atiefo nyina ye krado 8 we dem kuma no wo mo sesan bio
you eye dom kuma no Dr. Amin Adam ena oye ranking member on finance na se banit kansema oba parliament Dr. Amin Adam ena okasa Emma minority no efa hu inti no sentrefo nchi mu no ono any minority members ni bi ena wo mo ne kasa Dr. Amin Adam nchechi mu no o say budget finance minister Dr. Atofonsen de ba enra no enida so bia enim emma o my Ghana titu no kwanya aban ba so ofa so na o hwe sika sem so no Dr. Amin Adam anase minority for say enya dia ebeboa oman no na se yedati o ka ho asem a na se Ghana economy no time bomb and say second time bomb entibia na se bomb ena ebe explode ewo omeyi mo efa economy ne ho o trebu say aban ba yi no wa chebo bibri na sika hodo hodo mo a wa che say odi be ye enyuma hodo ewo budget ni mo 2025 and 2026 na 2025 so minority for air can want ma sika aban echa to ho no mo aban release sika no emfa nko miamia hodo a opese anka odi nyuma hodo ho no mo eni nti no ama Ghana ha no no akoye say inflation semi anema board here no form enso no artificial reduction of inflation ena ye ekoso me ma akoye say anema board form enso no se wo hwemu yi a na se sika aban emfa nke economy ni mu no eno ena akoye say sika mankrofo botom eni nti no omo ntumi nto ade na akoye say inflation no form na Dr. Amin Adam say eno no enya ade a ebeboa oman no osan etrebu say 24-hour economy a aban no aka ho asem ase onam eno so ebema nebum bebri nya edwuma aye no sika e wo say aban ediwura 24-hour economy ni mo no enya ade a aban ehwe na odi ewuremu na ehonom so no na say aban no edi anapo nwammo youth no ni da so so menye edwuma enye sa akora na esie eba no big push nso a Dr. Amin Adam say aban big push no ehia sika bebre ma odi ayese edwuma no ehonom nso no aban enhwe so emfe sika enwura honom inti big push no aban bebo de rapa ho de na nso no ewo say edwuma no be koso na amanfo etumi ehu na yehu aban bebre no Dr. Amin Adam say enye sa akra na esie yanhwe yi aban ebe disappoint yen ewo big push nsemu osan ebe kasa efa eye gold board edwuma a wo bodi aban ede hoahoa ne ho sɛ ɛnam gold board dwuma so no aboa ama yɛn sika sɛm no ɛkɔ n'anim na ɛno ɛna minority foɔ sɛ Bank of Ghana print sika ɛna wɔn ma gold board ma wɔn de yɛ wɔn adwuma esan sɛ aban tumi ma mbɛkyerɛ baabi a wɔnyɛ sika ɔde yɛ ɔde ma gold board na gold board ɛde ayɛ adwuma no na aban na Bank of Ghana so ɛna wɔn print sika ɛde ma gold board ma wɔn de yɛ adwuma na ɛno no wɔhwɛ a etia emra na sɛ ɛnyɛ kwan papa ɛwɔ sɛ aban fa so na ɔde finance gold board afei nso ɛyɛ ɔsi finance minister ɛkasa pa sika ɛwɔ sɛ aban nya ɛyɛ revenue target for 2026 ɛno nso minority foɔ say aban aka na kɛseɛ ɛnso no ɛnyɛ ade a ɔman no betumi nya saa revenue no sɛnea yɛaka no ɛwɔ 2026 budget ni mu no ɛne nti no minority foɔ say NTP aban ɛte akonnwa so no ɔmo bɔ ɔmɔden bebree na nneɛma baako anaasɛ mmienu a aban ne ɛkɔ so yie wɔ ɔma yi mu no ɛwɔ economy ni mu no ne nyina gyina foundation a NTP aban esi ya aban bɛgye akonnwa tena so no ɛno ɛna ɛbɔ aban ma akɔyɛ sɛ ɛwɔ kwan bi so wɔ economy ni mu no improvement anaasɛ mpuntuo kakra ba na emo no na nke wo se aban no de credit no ma NPP aban no na so no ni nyina no enya ade a omo cheche mu ma Ghana ku ehu se ne anema eko no me no mo ka say press conference no da so koso nti bi besi had mo na eche dia ke ni nyina no Peace FM be san dia betu itiefo ini
akwale nkwansa uyi nsantrofo nhyiamu dia dom kuma yiye ya ene pa no business of the day ni ye dia ya wo mra sebeje fie main chamber ho.
And the business of the day no nche afie enintina minority for any kind afreyen normally kasa senebe ya ebe do time a eye mmrase de dwuma no be che afie no na won so etumi akotena dem wo bi na wo mo ayi dwuma ntene na mo ka say the chamber business na de enche afie.
Okay mo eno ama ne bo butu we de nsuache nwume no nsia wadama ebe san aba na so bieu Yamane bofa waton krafrim na sebedefe Emmanuel Akole ne eteninka no
na yadan ho 2026 da konmasika yi ehun komobom na ba ku bia mu anura Kezela to force and finance minister wode to mananim wo mrasebedefie efa VAT ho wode nkwan crash ase gba mane se COVID-19 health recovery levy no aban we epie free ho ye ne ntia bi onyame adom a 2026 mu ana bio VAT nso bo ho komo se wo mo mutra VAT ni mpefe se rate ni 21.9%. Nanso abanya ye hu bibi oye ye ne se 1.9 abanya ye free so ma ye sei VAT rate no ababa be gina 20% pe ana bio obi di dwana ska beba obi nsemu a aya ye kan se ska we ababa kan nsemu die hia se utia VAT wo so no nanka ejina 200,000 Ghana cedis abanya pagem de cost 750,000 Ghana cedis woso ye ni se no aboa na sikasem adesoa eso nyumakuo titru ne wo mo afi no ma se o madwuma ase a o madwuma e beka sa ya kete boge chochopoa no wo mo ho ahare wo mo.
So Speaker, we will abolish VAT on recognizance and prospecting of minerals. Mr. Speaker, will reduce the effective VAT rate from 21.9 to 20%. Mr. Speaker, will raise the VAT registration threshold from 200,000 to 750,000 cedis. Mr. Speaker, this means that small and micro businesses that were exempted in 2015 from VAT registration are now compelled to register and charge VAT. This has placed an undue burden on small and micro businesses and also increase the cost of administering VAT. Right, Honorable Speaker, the increase in VAT threshold is expected to address this problem and make VAT administration simpler and easier to implement.
Where dear Dr. Kezela to force can head the far VAT ho. And what's enough your back COVID-19 health recovery levy no so. Was say ba ye dwedifo na tiema suwa say twintwan wo musika sem nantamti abanyi mfiri ho na wo so na manyoku MPP abanyi we yi akopim say okoye yi abanfoforo ba ye yi na wɔn a business wɔn gu aban so aban yɛ ho biribi o wɔn yɛ ho biribi o aban ne tie wɔn so frɛ.
With the support of this House, Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to say that I'm happy to announce that today, COVID-19 levy is accordingly abolished. Mr. Speaker, by abolishing the COVID-19 levy, government is putting 3.7 billion Ghana cedis in the pockets of the individuals and businesses in 2026. Mr. Speaker, these reforms will also reduce the cost of doing business by the government is therefore submitting to this House today and for approval, Mr. Speaker, a bold package of VAT reforms that will make our tax system more equitable. National health insurance levies from the VAT tax base.
Dr. Kezela to Forsen, for the time for the attending and Nona, and some of the Kotu Jom Rasibu FIFA 2026 budget no hono. Afi, a tutuna Sanya Basanya Bumunkomo. Ora David Kojam Wate Traders Advocacy Group President. King David Mahe.
Oh, I
just sent you.
That's sorry.
They want to young Comoda no. Said yes, I no pan. Young to us say, Eviana, Dr. Amin Adam. Akan for to some for BC, Kenoforiata, Nemu and Pipia Manukwama Breso. Obama ne say budget no enra Kezela to force kokin kan ye no emu he sese bi akoda wan ye num ana afi ni da so bi answer dan nim Traders Advocacy Group musumu hu ne say
Mamenda was na mentia PFM Q4 na but you want to know so niwa budget here by in the run up to 2024 elections no Yana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ACI and February. Now, in some of the tool in the making budget, OEB, and what is the OEB. It is Yenia, I mean, Adam, and I mean, on this budget nearby me, yeah. On the margin, say the Mukas, can na ye before the ade ba ko ana ye ka tre o mo do mi ti wa o mo ye pi o ye na ye pi o no COVID-19 na ye ka so mi ti o mo en ye ni a to ba ko en ye pi o e bi ye before ye think as a budget ni e ya VAT ye ka tre o mo se VAT no ye simplify VAT system no na ye so ye ta ye no o mo an so Yenya a support and accessor. It is the difference between that a multi. Sana for the levy. Yakaso omuni through our Omanian viewing. A so bad person, a year fuel. It is giving that a multi. Nabo, Yanka before the Tanya money and Raya and Tarkin. And I did not so catch her among Penny, the Excellency to money, Mahama said. And Yama, a boss to train me now. Why? Akan of the son. Yes, and cry, Abona Basso said. Akan of the son. Now you need to a such a bear. A bema is great deal. I was Anna Hanamono. I found him to my place here. Not it could be forced on one high woman. Akan, a billion being. A billion say, I never acquaint me before 18 million projections. Hey, dollar rate now, airport now, Yang mean to say, yes, you know, 3 months, and now 1 month. Now, every week, and you go to weeks, you know, you have purpose refer. Almost to me, Botome. So, almost to me, Botome, and Santa Cruz before Pena. Almost Botome. No, Almost Botome, a bob. I'm a good meaner of what the Botanical Funny and Marban do. So, Botome is here. Make again the beat our port. I have 10.5. If you don't have it, my Jackson is maybe in the crowd. You are never a porter. Let's get your money last 2. And your money will do last 2 teams. I paid a minute at the young women because of a pa icons and the customs. You know, they will never be go to your movie. If you can't remember where you are, the county, a buying ɔbɛkɔ so ayɛ saa de na ama edwadifoɔ na botia interest rate no do wɔ soro no aban no bɔbɔ mmɔden sɛ aban no bɛma interest rate na aba fam na edwadifoɔ yɛtuma yɛ expansion na sɛ ɛyɛ expansion wie a yɛbɛtumi afa yɛn nuanom nkwadaa yi a wɔn awie sukuu yi a obi ɛnyɛ ne pɛ koraa sɛ nkɔbɛkɔ military ɛnso sɛ adwuma yɛyi wɔn ti no ɔkɔ ɛna ɛnɔhɛ asɛm a ɛkɔbaeɛ eti yɛka kyerɛ ɔman no ne aman mpanyinfoɔ sɛ wɔn nyere wɔn na adwuma no a wɔn yɛ no wɔn nkɔso nyɛ na yɛso so yɛn sɛ wɔn tran na yɛyɛ deɛ ebedini bi anu a obetumi agyina hɔ aka sɛ budget a ɛno a yɛn nyinaa ato baako sɛn de pɛtɛ gya no eyi.
na deɛ ɔbɛbɔ abɔsuo yi covid-19 levy yɛyɛ firi hɔ VAT rate yɛ ananka 21.9% ɛnɛ yi aba 20% yi ɛne deɛ akeka ka ho bi no deɛ wɔte ordinary Ghanaian na wɔte yɛn no a ɔnyɛ deɛ mo yɛ yi bi mekyerɛ dwa mo die yi ɔbɛbisa sɛ the significant effect bɛn ɛna bɛnya ɛwɔ business a mo yɛ so.
Yɛn nyinaa ne na smart house sɛ yɛ importer yɛ wholesaler yɛ retailer no ne sa yɛ consumer consumers nyinaa obiara bɛnya mfasoɔ ɔn sɛ yɛmman yi mu no sometimes yɛametu Ghanafo ɔmo kɔtɔ nneɛma wɔ kurom fo sɛ ɛnkɔ kurom ɛnkɔgyina sɔfo baako nkɔtɔ adeɛ because yɛn a yɛkɔfa nneɛma no brɛ wɔn yɛkɔ a nyɛ saa na yɛyɛ no Ghana ni a ɔkɔ China sɛ ɔkɔfa nneɛma no olu gwanju na sɛ bi a wɔn ti sa nyɛ gwanju na ɔbɛtɔ su aba ɔbɛkɔ winju akɔtɔ aba etu nso bɛ dwom a wurawuram sɛ mpaboa na wɔbɛtɔ akantamanto nyame adom ɔmo bɛtɔ mpaboa dɔm ɔtɔfo bɛyɛ 5 wobɛwu tɔfo bi a mpaboa no the same quality no so the boɔ no wɔ fam because the COVID-19 the kaa yi a under TRV 2024 yà yẹ tí a COVID rate yẹ 3,300 eti sẹ nẹ́yìn yẹ yẹ fi wọn náà mẹ pọn sáà kaa náà sáà mẹtọ ni bi a 58,000 no ẹnẹ ọmọ mi 65,000 amẹjẹ because 3,000 yẹ fi so eti ẹyẹ dẹ yà á sáà COVID-19 lẹ bi ẹ fi wei náà ti a ẹ bá fọm no wọ́n ṣe didi no. Aban no ɛsɛbu sika bi sɛ sika no ɛna yɛsɛ yɛn nua no yɛ difo wura sɛ sɛ woyɛ wo calculation na sɛ ba fam a mmadwadini no obi a ɔno nso bɛtɔ nneɛma wɔ hɔ no ɔno nso wu sɛ nneɛma no bɔ ba fam na mmom ɛnyɛ dwadifo nyina ɛna ayɛ sɛ ɔmo mpɛ mfasobo baa ɛdɛn a wobɛnya ebinom a ɔmo no ɔmo nte sɛ dogo bi mfa bɛ yɛnso so sɛ yɛyi ha to nsɛn nyɛ kɔ dwom nyɛ sɛ yɛbɛtiri mu kakra a ɛdɛn a bɛ akɔgyina baabi a nneɛma no bɔ ɛwɔ fam kata eti wei na aba fam no deɛ obi a wɔretie no ordinary Ghanaian no wobɛnya so mfasoɔ because ɛyɛ the cost of doing business ɛna yɛma no aba fam no nti the cost of doing business ba fam no ade na still no reason why a wowu dadi ni no bɛka sɛ wɔnte wɔ nneɛma so because dɔɔda yi sate sɛ ɛba fam kakra yi yɛ a exchange rate na yɛde yi nneɛma wɔ port so ba fam no yɛn a yɛtɔn nneɛma no mɛ customers a wɔn tie ne nyinaa no can testify sɛ yɛate yɛ nneɛma eti yɛhwɛ sɛ wɔ nneɛma aka no a ɛma yɛ nneɛma bo kɔ so nyinaa kɔ so sɛ ɛba fam a yɛbɛtete nneɛma no so bi ama Ghanafoɔ nyinaa so so kɔn ahare hɔ.
Peace FM da se wie yɛne owura Kojo Amoate President Edma Traders Advocacy Group ɛna ɛbɔ nkɔmɔ yi na Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana Secretary Samson Awin Gobet yɛhwɛ sɛ nsa bɛka na yɛno no atoa so na yɛnyanya no deɛ na Aboso Can Spare Parts Dealers Association so kasamafo yɛ techiado techima han
mejo kunya bema
na bɔkɔ deɛ
aja mo mpa ebo deɛ ye ho ye
yɛse budget ya kama se mama mo
medase na minti a wahwɛ fo ne wati budget de deɛ na adam sɛ ye ti wo ye COVID-19 no na COVID-19 yo COVID-19 na kasa na your COVID-19 has to COVID, your COVID-19, your network has COVID-19. That means COVID is not here. You are clearing your people. A bit more, yes, so you won't be hanging. But they say you are 10,000. Now 10,000, 1% out of 10,000. That means when you are 1,000 people, you are a very high. But Lemona, thank I expect to say that ECOWAS left in the African Union. I think I'm motivation or more come because yet means at the same time, African Union. It's in Kazaka, ECOWAS in the package, Japan, Nanka, the Boy. And again, special import left the hormone 2% in the phone. Yakata, still who can come with you about Amaya, Nakaba Papa. But also no yalti. But you know, from 21% to 20%. Even though never more, but I think it's not bad because who share budget Tankasana or when maybe do this 2026 for the year. I bet what my money now. Or better just and do so. It's in so far so good. I think yeah bad, yeah bad, yeah bad. But you get more account, yeah bad.
Enti anya badi ehfa de no na yama mo amuju se ebesesa modwa mudie mu titro ne ewo mfaso mu.
Okay, but one yeah about the dollar on some day ya we say dollar that come to here before on year number 1 and a policy rate to 28% no come there about 20% about Oko bank side it's a rate no. As interest rate on interbank no or also no bit my ama back on kaka ana ama nti aroba nti aba get no nya boy expect it ana COVID-19 that network has COVID-19 no na COVID-19 population e ya dey dey nya support wo ana facility wa e be make it e no sa o dey say nya kam ana back no from 21% to 20% no so e nya boy because osaka be say say it means na they did figure no mo pena on be say ti ya ba 90% and as it lesser than that it means you get the money na for no to how be you know it no if you say ya ba you get the for no so no aban e yes that dey you make how prepared are we say the man so ma that is why after my say ma so didn't say on your question and then we said and then we said the question how prepared are we upon your consent in our by every time the how prepared are we there next 26 you better see them out ama no follow
na ba ku bia mu anra minim se o cha waso te ya na fotesanfo e ka se no so e ha ban emwaman abanti kasam hyehyeye no ewiem die titru ne mu adwadifo yi under declaration no na adwen a e ha no mu expect bi bi efra ban hona ban so expect we ni free mu eno so buso musan
ene die sa under declaration die minia ade a ya we say adwadifo ni bi no omo ne cosmos officers ni bi omo ni agent ni bi no me di omo di report wa no ene die ya kan wa sama over the years aban ne so ma ban tax force ni aduma wo because adwadifo di ma dey say omo die ye free or money to no omo do mo mpe ombe kwaso aye say aduma na ene wo ho aye ni me be no kasa ti omo say sisi anu so u ja under the commission na ye chiwa aban no be di no mo butu kasa etu no ne de ye ni omo ya adwepa e ma aban no use revenue a eye do the phone ko a eye customer officers no and na agent ne ne the police na omo kabo ma omo ye sa enyame asam no etu ne de aye de wo kwa enyi ne ya we ye de ne ya ade
na wone Dr. Amin Adam be ya adwen say wakaze budget no eye hopeless
budget no eye hope ma ema Ghana for eye hope ma Ghana be so say agriculture no talk about the massive that boy budget in there hope 7% here I can tell you say 90% solid ma Ghana for
teje be da se wie
so be da
Kasamafo de Mabuso Cancer Dealers Association. Techiado ni ne kasa ye. Yada wa man so Senior Research Fellow, Center for Social Policy Studies, College of Humanities, University of Ghana, Dr. George Dunfe, or a development economist. Dog my hey.
I mean, I have a major.
What's an about here?
The water Roma, we are able.
Yo, would you not view and no budget?
Yo, my main chia, many of them, and I mean, now as a worker, na main chia a tea for an area. My general view is we share budget na and Yama era at 2022 Jano. Chinny be any who say Ghanaian economy no. I shall say A2 and more and I'm not quite so. But it is fast recovery. Yeah, Bibia de say, baby, I near 2019 and Sana at Orientum COVID. Bidia woo any Russia Ukrainian war near that day. I best say, I'm on St. Johnson, some might be Ghana. Ultimately now, no, we are almost back to where we were in 2019. 2019, now inflation is 7.9. It's a inflation 8%. Let's just say year 2019. 2019 economy grew 6.5%, and then during the first half of the year, Finance Minister Maete has said the economy grew at 6.3%. Let's just say year grew 6.5 now near 2019. CD born home inflation mekaya about for me aboa ama CD and so born home we are not on chair figures in the baby the agricultural sector I had the TML grew 6% during the first half of the year ama and there be a near buama minu you could just so Diana Bono and you sort of papa said the baby a joke net at the end to me how can we say there is hope for the Ghanaian economy.
Now, no, Doc. Dr. Amin Adam, former finance minister. A year from Nasiba Jofie, Obama Nessa Domkumani de Okase, hope me, Omudomu Hunisa, rather no a hopeless, empty, jobless. Nenumuasem ni. I'm said, okay, the Anisi Payo.
A Begina, the intel with Jaswa or Casa, Samisha. Economy no, as usual, in fact, since 57 to date, Ghana, you said that more, Brebia, Mekandabia say, and Koda Machiroma for the past 15 years, my child there at universities. Now, and Koda Baby Ghana, Machiroma Day, that's a Machiroma Day, UPS, and I'm one time, I'm Balagon. And as since 2014, I'm Balagon, I'm a child, you don't call about Machiroma there, and the certificate in Kutan, we need you more. Our economy is jobless, it doesn't create job. And it's all Casa will share the real sector. Yeah, send my papa be sima economy to me create jobs. Emma afufu nya bi ye Ghanaian economy no timi gina na naso a eno de mi nya huye. Say economy a be create job ama visa be kakakwana nko bi ampeso obeje visa no. Mi nya huye. Na me masem me nkoma me di no me dey compare the usual say the da na tambia no economy na ye ka say ye aya na tie no. Eno na nte won na me bobo macroeconomic indicators bia 2019 na ye nyina ye boy ensem say ye no netie na ye ko sa side no eno na ama me ka say enema e koso e dia as a former finance minister no on fa attribution no ma abaya otisi say ono na e dey why are they because me budget no so me tie no me tie ensem bebi ba nyame no kra ni se be ka no kra na ye suro nyame a na ensem bi e dey to join fa na nya no kra Usha budget item number 178. 178. Now, finance minister person say your debt no abafom. Ya what church woni ma me ensa so say sa ma me ensa na ama your debt na abafom. Or say sidi na enya value no aboa ma your debt na abafom. Wona me ne ya adwin senti ni say na ye de ka wo de ka fi Ghana ye kan nyina 15 cedis. Na sa now $1 no 15 cedis. Na $1 be 10 cedis a. Ubetimi aka say in terms of cedi no with that no o can number form. But no nominal. In real terms o can number form when you exchange your debt into another currency which is our local currency and who is ya kan so enya ni nyina na sabe cedi de editua. Dodo na dollar na de kwakotua. Enti ho no ye hwe ni Now also can say be say you cannot buy from them because of the reduced external borrowing. That is factually incorrect. And you're correct because I say what the idea be ma wo kan so ate se nipa kura wo de kan wo de achewo anasa wo wakotua sa ne ma we ne ma ekasote eti se wo ka se wo busia dodo Ghana ye kwa amansenja sokobo no ene so ate eti na wo ka so te a enye no kre se wo de obi kana wo ja busia ba e kada da na nkofo na mum that accumulation e kan se wo di ba da come on no na utimi esi ano ti ehonye no kre o sa say ye fe bi fiscal discipline eno na aba na ya ama ye kan so eswate eno so nya no kre fiscal discipline is say usika na wo ji ye no wabomodina ape eso ayi we ni amoro so te bia usika wo nya ye 10 cedis a de wudi ye no wodi sika around 10 cedis ti wa amoka wa ekiri eno so wudi unya sika na wudi ni ye no wa amoka wa ekiri a ukada da na wo no e maka no mafom na no question is the budget na no we share appendix table number 810 we be say what sure say you can go do $60 billion at the end of 2021 and 2024 etiba 49.3 billion yeah no na your debt restructuring ya you are kind of for your tedi ani mu koye no and ma ye de kan che and you to be in fact March this year kra no you can ye di che na nsia kra France government or the can be che e nyema abandada no ye were ya woni ne kasa ye omo ye na ma ye de kana chiche enti say one kasa antire Ghana for say e kan ye de che ye no ye say ni say ni ye enti de dia che na ko kasa bo for indeed the ma ye atofon se hu ye me wan say u share 28 either 28 or 29 March or the document be called parliament ye friend big push. Yeah, pay of that document, no. Which church you say, what at the first, you know, which church you say, the entire Ghana car back from a debt restructuring, European bond that, you know, or maybe be a chain. Okay. I didn't think that there was a cancer for say, fiscal discipline, and then, of friends, I'm fiscal discipline, of friends, reduce external borrowing, I'm our caswaba. What brother, I name my intimate castle. Oh, and the acquaintance, the Yama politics now, we are ye pesatem biano ye gi ehume na ama amanfo kasa ye ya de wa bra ade bi aya ye ntisa de tiana se bibi papa bia abanda da ne ye no ye hu sunsaso boni aba no sorry sunsaso papa aba no isa se be kasa abanda no twam no wonya de se de Ghana for tutia aba no na emum o mu nti se papa nti na ama na ye debt na ba forma e ye clear wa wo di table na ba ho a 2021 na ye debt ni ye $60 billion. At the end of 2024, 7 years to force in a can't about 49.3 billion. Yeah, it's a kind of swatch over $11 billion. I mean, anything like it. It is a no cancer for be said. A been a mark can buy a bra. Wow, document our present in my parliament, Marchiano, Okano, Ukraine, no cancer for fra. And the one to through a good gun of any. It's a one be a former minister. Man, maybe a minister cry by me, I say, and near my papa be a maya, and a swab bear banner, and no dear will say, and you know, before for now, man, near my panaba. Now, I did be a see ya, Sabinanka and Yami Ford, BT said 2022, petrol book could do $121 our international market per barrel, and I tell by 64, the Ama petrol wire for, and no dear would you women as a woman, why Yama petrol war abafom. Na me time they call $121 ne de me just bonny na the papa so me e ka ye dia cha ya ma me ye ko ma do that restructuring ti and the Ghana ba ntua sika ama ye fa dollar kwa bontin ko tua sika biu and Jama Bank of Ghana nya dollar bebrebe ya nka trust ko ko tua kana na wo tugum na ma sidi no agina enu nyina de waje ho ani monyam e ko ba sana e ma amanhyehyɛ no enyepe etimese say eniame ye de no kromo ba o ma ya de o musu di o mu nim dia be ka ho ba dodo na ama ye du pepe so ye du no enye sabe abai we bi bi sonko bi a o ye ebi ni agricultural sector last year during the first half of the year agricultural sector grew 2.9% from January to June last year 2.9% and she on top 80 and a man cobas. I feel she at top anti 6% in a year. And yes, be a banfu free by what may be agricultural sector, my son could be an armor growth now by a young papa, Namia from a ton of the and economy no agriculture sector ne ya de pa na no na aboama enanua ne bo so kra kofoma am inflation ni nyina eka ho e di doko jo ka se me ba na ma ya de fufuro bi na ma agriculture sector na e grow 6% na e grow na nyame no kore na so tu futuro aguga na ni because afi na ndisi won we hyehyɛ through the 24-hour economy na bia next year and agricultural sector policies ye be hu bi ama se bi fufuro si na se policy fufuro bi ba ye betimi aka se de omo ye yini na nye sa de niema bebebe wa esie no obi be ka say coincidence uti na ye yes because an kafi ensuo na anta ensuo antimi anye no ho anta anka de esi afra say no enke besi sa abri se de esi ya
better doctor say Dr. George Domfe a development economist or a senior research fellow Center for Social Policy Studies College of Humanities at University of Ghana and Yanene Bonkomoy.
And round one, Fimpim Yanunia Dionusia Kwamasikan Common Mofotusan for saying, and quiet air depa, dear Ghana Armed Forces Super Shibia Brown. Wachema kwako wiesa baya ya nsheshe ne hyehyɛ die mu no wase obema wo maka die kwa animu na aboa wo ntwumedie no na mo ntwumedie no so atimi aya akoro na gina brane asom won yie ora to force say won kan hwe kran no asrafo ahyen akase mu oduru ayede na de no aye eboa won wokono eboa ban no aban no de mu makomako dunkron na eba uye ni di free ho helicopters abefo de makomako nan no de som wo mo aircraft no so makomako mienu no de ba Sasemi no say opani a watwa mu kwa na oye defense minister wanya ne ba bi kro ye nka ye ho ye wawie Dr. Edward Omanebo amana ye ne daye so kese eni tinesi wa konkode ne wani ho a aban ne gina so ahye na nimonyam sa de na wo pere no aban no ho ahye na konkra wo de be som Ghana Armed Forces. Adeshemaima asemi hunti yahwani adi nkomo kakran Peace News and ranking member Defense and Interior Committee wojina dom kumano emma no afemu eba be di nkomo na asa na no yensan ko echi kakra yenti ora ato forcing asemi bio.
The procurement will begin in 2026 for 4 new helicopters and 2 aircraft to enhance airlift, patrols and emergency response operations. Right Honorable Speaker, let me repeat. Right Honorable Speaker, let me repeat. For the Air Force, procurement will begin immediately in 2026 for 4 new helicopters and 2 aircraft to enhance airlift, patrol and emergency response operation. Mr. Speaker, this retooling agenda will transform Ghana's armed forces into a modern, agile and mission-ready defense force worthy of our sovereignty and the sacrifice of our heroes. Mr. Speaker, for the Army, government has moved to renegotiate the 80 million Elbit Systems contract to secure 19 armor personnel carrier needed to boost ground readiness. Mr. Speaker, for the Navy, we acquired the 272-meter offshore patrol vessels fitted with helipads and modern combat systems to protect Ghana's maritime borders.
Adeshemaima photosan for Dr. Kessel ato force no. Ye kwa homano sonedom kumane ba wo Defense and Interior Committee. Onwanyam for Reverend John 18 for dreading komo be me na adama so temeka mahao.
Kenya na ya fom design.
Yeho adom me ho ye papa we ya ma notufo nie. Wadama
ama fom design.
Yeho adom me ho ye pa. Opani wadama nkomo enu eto odwa Ghana Armed Forces for sha sesere won sisu tififre de won se abo afuru so yi Defense and Interior Committee no wote so ye nim se nkomo we de modi bia dedaw photo san for the two dwai ofa na say
yo make it for you on the Ghana Armed Forces no a fighting force and you know who ye bibi dia mawo na who ba be spend it kebi e wo mo ho a e will say ye in line with the national security strategy and national security priority. You say Bia over better to be Bia not chop every Moabed. A fighting force, no, and yet just a transportation force. And you know, Eka washe the 19 APCs armored personal carriers and no name is say I will send the minister and Akan. Yes, say yeah, Oman Peneku Fadum Pencil start here and no about the renegotiation until the no the Quaco was that for. And then you know so offshore patrol vessels Minua. Yeah, they got to yeah, want to say they got to Parliament NDC for Bugu Obekaya. The same two offshore patrol vessels. And then they one Saudi Abayu. It is not 2-3 years ago. Now yes, Bebwa Ghana Armed Force, Bebwa Navy, Bebwa Air Force. Yeah, they could be a home wabuno. And they and Nama Quincy Yenti. Or recommendation or Captain for Jody to just say, yeah, modernize. And I've been one who's here. And no many want them because two offshore patrol vessels, you know. The near Saxi, the Depaya, Woma Casan, Bugu, and APCs next to the demo, a Bebwa Suja for. Now, what back a year helicopters, Paso Abeto helicopters at 9, Noto, a jet, Minua, fighting force, no, and the air trying to say, what to the helicopter back once a to the tobacco, no, and no back couldn't put be or Mampenico, Bebia. Which you see, maybe a tobacco be so Emma a air force for you, almost a soldier for a few between your mouth. You don't know it's enough. Like what to jet and so back, Macupe be a cabin. Nemo dear Becano, sort of fighter jets, you know, and no one as a Ubi Eddie we send Bonnie be the big airspace. Ghana Air Force big two Diacusiana confronting of a freaking a big yeah, airspace. Who permit were him only permission and the Sanwachi. Now, so opportunity not for more than a threat. And no arms near you, not woman and no Eddie. Pepe will be able to guard. They will fight jets at one. Won't mean to play Bia Menama and maybe Bia, win ya permission. Not will be able to say, Yahoo demo, a demo. You hear a new bit to say on man area vehicles. And we second as I rules and the junior could yet now the pilot to be empty. Baby and the pilot to meet me, spit out and cry, and now Tamatema, and now Tamale, no control, none in them, and Suso, and in them forest move, and Chevy, the Galancy, air coso. In Tunisia, and Carbesman, Suja Fuyako, no more NDC before Master Factory. Akose woman NDC full soldiers kutupa woman HAC soldier fully person who travel near the better videos with you avoid that situation. And no it to the unmanned area vehicles Nakasa where there's unauthorized illegal mining air course one they will shoot to scare not to kill. It won't to be a veteran. I don't know party full soldiers be anyone NDC party full soldiers are woman butching good train soldier for a bonnie won't be attack. So you see that is how our mind will show a security problems I want. Else it channel your procurement appropriately. Now the old quarter idea Oman Penino or Aswan for politicians a bedroom helicopter near to near the an object near to near the Concoin. Yeah, PP Akase. Yeah, we are not here for presidential travel and politics. Nemo more Tomswa. Yen Baku, now Koto and helicopters and 9 fighter jets. Baku Koto jets, you Wabra fighter jets Nagasano, one more Baku Council. Overcar 2022-2023. Yet the agreement 111 million euros that told Parliament managed before Bogui. And yet they Koto 6 fighter jets. It is what Benuagu, not a a presidential jet in Sugui, not a also patrol versus Gudi. Then, when we say we can track Ghana for 2 Sunday to be a bar. And who are doing with jets, now I deal helicopter home. It's because I Kai a soldier for also. Now Kai or more fighter jets in Siano, now they come. Now, who about the top, the over to them get to cry. But what forget it soldier for the here will move here will be because soldiers are there for a fight. They are not there to transport people around. It's not a fighting force, you know. I will say, the budgets are before they are to get in respect of Ghana armed forces, you know. You may be a free moon, and yet you have a one. I'm Afghan forces are fighting force in Ankasano. It is all aligned to national security priorities. Then me here and also the free. I say, okay, now Kotu Bibia Buokiania. The kind in rule now, no, they could put the Akoton. And then practice that, and no, they quiet a Juma. 1 to no man, and Wakoto Land Cruiser at 9 dear mamma. Okay, only Land Cruiser no 2 or German the corner for movie. Then or they could try in food. Then or they call plowing, then or they call Rudy good so they have misplaced their priorities. None than saying over public safety sector, the entire security sector, no, who share and your promises are fear for Miki, or one to be back over or man penny promise say 1 billion to read to a year security sector and by Ghana Times, Ghanaian Times front page, but people woman to any one citizen going with the farmer. And but I buy the budget what more so?
Orantin for Jordan, Papa, Yan and Tiasa, Monsanto for Shamudi and Mumia in Tia, Gideon Areshamusa, New Jubran so, a Bessano to Uncle Monosupium. A ranking member, Defense and Interior Committee, Ojina Edom Kumano Nemo, a Saint South and Mashebejani and no, or Manya for Reverend John, 18 for John and in a bon common.
Now, Honorable Isaac Yao Opoku, a offensive South and Rasebejani, a ranking member, Committee on Food, Agriculture, and Cocoa Affairs, Ewo Emrasibejum. Finance Minister, budget now can you know, a move for beer, a fat nyane any from Numa Hono, and Yane Boncomo, Titu 2.2 billion Ghana cedis are buying at the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Honorable Mahay. Yo. And Kumaya Yasha say we de kwada and you mention about us in the way the Kaka Yebisa say about 2.2 billion Ghana cedis and the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Yebisa ranking member Food, Agriculture and Cocoa Affairs in Rasibejofie. Uso Muse
2.2 yo medasiminua. Also budget and Rasa which is Sena and Russia Bedroom Hall, now Edom Kumano, Kase, kill and tree budget. Now 2.2 billion ya while located Ama Agriki. And Uncle releasing in Accra is Sadia and Kebefanesa. Na 2.2 ka credit pen or be release Uncle. Sikani na wontua anti budget ne nyina no kill and tree budget propaganda nko 2.2 no aban amaka se muniama amoye nyina revolve around agriculture obibi amoye bi amo transforming country through agriculture nanka moye allocation to the agricultural sector that 2.2 billion per enamode ema Usha niema omukeka omukane bebre omo manifesto no edi omukan ye omo anye last year dia omukan wo omo budget 2025 budget no dodo no omo anye eno omo allocate 1.9 billion nti afi 300 million per eno omo dia kan nti se meka me bone to fa na makansi kasam no nko a 2.2 billion ne dia enya dia eso anikura
Tona buye mu ananka mu wasenka amount near more than this one.
Agree there enka usha wunyam rate. Enka wo mra usha se omusi omobeye farmers service center ewo 50 districts. So na 50 districts na omusi omobeye na usha niema omo alexi wa asefem so farmer service center ya o district bi amu ye na 50 per and me van say ya 260 districts say bi e mu asla na obetumi access now the young fan say district ba kokra farmers send o baby wo ha to say combined harvesters on be 50 per which means say every obenya ba ko per now we better not the farmer service center so niamu de plowing 200 that is a service even 4 per do you call this a farmer service center so enka omo locate 10 billion kra ema agrica enka nya dia enka Dawson. If it's a Ghana, dear, we are kind of backbone in any agriculture. So, 2.2 billion, dear, apart from, say, Omun releasing in Accra, Emma ministry, no. So, I'm scanning in Accra and Equa, in Kisokra.
Now, I know when we should you say, Ebia now abandoning apply the principles of a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step into be away. The first year in Amambum and one amount to any be na in the coming years, no, and as in the coming budget in a increase in the amount, no.
Oh, now you basically so I think yes, because I'm more and I'm here co budget in one Kawa Bihu, and Emma more promise and irrigation, and Emma more promise and oil palm, and Emma more promise and land bank, and Emma more promise, Omaka said, Enka. A friend is saying, Brewing Center, Bia, you no buy piano. Ma factory back home, or send a baby to process it, you no buy it. So, and then we know what I say tomato, a bush of for onion, a year jenny, a bush of for a brew, a bush for more, a bush for Nkusia, a bush for. Na abano allocated 200 million say buffer stock for no enfanto. Minimum so the buffer stock is you na o ka sesa. But nya no kra na me dey hia me. On say o ye bibia na say wan hwe no that na o hwe ne nanko a knee jack nko a enye sustainable. So Jene ya produce no bebre, X ya produce no bebre, tomato ya produce no bebre. Na say buffer stock for nkoto a o mo de kosi he. Omo ya ne den so eno nti ena so obekaya na nado danko akufado aban no o ka say enka every district bia no yenye one district one factory somewhere no mutumi ye 150 operational factories na 100 e agric base so nti ya no na nke etumi ye ya o produce tomato a wonim ba bia wo de ko akwa process bibia processing bia obeye bia with production bia no benya baby a ode beko na need jack say abroso monkoto anya saa na yede sire oman amma akuafo no ahotoso amma wo confidence say next year me produce na say manya tofo na me ye ne den banzika factories wo baby bia wonim say wo wie ya na ode ko we are now the confidence. I don't think cocoa production can be an unketumi a coson. When you say, or produce the cocoa or the cover be a ton na Wakakoton.
Oh, no, you better say, but oh, yeah, presentation, no, nefana, a far food and agriculture, one. A movie no abano as a abasobo.
Oh, when I make us say, oh, in Penny Force, what do I not do? You know. A bit more. So, and the near money you all which you say, dear, and a babua, and also Nadia on Bay. So, and now the Ombayana make us say, you know, can't fire irrigation we a comma, you know, can't fire oil palm where a comma. And so, last year budget in one, you can't fire irrigation, no more can't fire oil palm, and one almost I repeat it. Oh, my young so, and then I make us a killing piano, almost can't play there, but one more yet. So, then when we saw him ready, and I mean, can't go conquer and get on one some crabby and Sanamako. Obekaya, Nano Yana or my penicle launching, conquer and get an Okumasi. And I'll say, almost processing factories are Okonin in a Babatoni Aquaco processing. Yayabaku Oti, Yayabaku water region, Yayabaku central region. Now, Central region, I'll call you launching, almost a sabi almost produce. Na mo factory na dia e bi nsa wo mo wo hwe budget ni mu a wo go mu true nyina na ma nyina rural electrification ene ne ma mo ye nyina no o ma ya santama ya fimu o ma ye fimu na mo ko launch nkokon kitinkiti wo so mo dia o mo produce na factory a ye de be process nkokon ne dia asante region ma mo bia enye enti wo de wo factory no ma ne ma be bre no mo ye nyina oti motor Central, Oti, Water, Central, Oti, Water, Ashanti region, Bakukran, feature woman. It is not fair.
Oh, no, you better say, I feel I'm coming as I sent you. You better swamba. na yatoa so every baby a yɛdo si yɛyi offensive south mrase bedwani honorable Isaac ya opoku oya ranking member committee on food and agriculture koko affairs e mrase bedwafie na yene no ebo nkoman ya homesraba
Peace FM.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Alagris paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion. When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Alagris paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
So I come and watch a show. And I bought peri. The Bronican hard burn one. At the end of the Sawoye. That's how Yam so Timswe.
Weber packing a farmer, Martin's liver salt, Chakway and Tem, as she and Shagu glass more at a Martin's liver salt, no back one no, now dear goom.
Uber who say, who a glass in the moon. Now one no. Martin's liver salt, you want orange flavor, and a bacosia plain.
One more, Hobato. Name Edina, no, now home to war, who doctor.
The luckiest everywhere. For everyone,
Day, maintain kakeko, miniman kasa. If you say the luckiest season 3 Asayaba.
Afe mami chewo ekwanya obefa so nye wo ticket but star 712 hash na di ehihye no so to wo ticket ana se ko internet no so na bo the luckiestafrica.com se bia me community ticket no so na you wo lucky number
ubetumi so ama system na eyibi amount share ahia wo pese wutua every 1 Ghana cedi kosi 5000 Ghana cedi ubetumi mpo ato ticket no ama obi foforo ye obi hero wo pese wutua enye den kra sa wo Ghana for mobile money tia na sa wo amanone dia for bank card tia
ticket baako ebo sika no ho empay ahanum 500 times we ye massa ye pay there will community de benyanso betimi aye emoho edu 10 times
inti yen kambom na yen lucky na luck baby ya shawo hoso enye ma wona wondi infiedu watching luckiest jumedie yi enele imrata chire wo Caritas lottery platform no so.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Alagris paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion. When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Alagris paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
Peace FM.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knobs.
Adeshimama ya me ho akwa ba edem ase papa so adama moje bretwen yen me atwa ye ho baaye ha na ye de kase no nyina si awian nwumre no si ebese atrase bi odi ekoso o man Ghana mu madama ye mo aso nsi wo ho akenkan fa ye som wa wiai enie
ohene nana kwame amo ena
nana Ama anotufo ya asedema MTN Ghana was we day for you everywhere you go. MTN ayana nhehye ya bo kwan kese bi di atomo a eni ka na sa kwan ni nyina yesen ene fa mobile phone over MTN branch BMO ye mo go seamless wine ye download my MTN app na to so amount obetumi ayo calls wo ye wo calls krono amomo transaction wo san ye sim no enimu o na so adwuma obebo no ye kama pa internet service and data ni nyina obetumi ato ne kama na wo ye adwuma pa cho ye go seamless ne fa MTN sim no nkoso a eni adwuma pepepe na no obi suma asa mesra wo kodwom a eni eto 10 fish breme wanka dinin tudu wana timi okesene ne wo fe no so na network ne nko afi wo gigina ho sa wo de wo to sa wachi ba afie wo be na wo ka che na so na mimi wo kan ya wo se 10 fish ne so de bebre unim de this time posi so obinya kaseto 10 fish bre no atiawa e African queen mackerel wamuna de pay setters wamuna macro bebo dwaso nyina wo bubude baaye etime pa chaw de obokwan na to ho ane de no so anunsu ede na ye kama no ono ane ede na itu anabon African queen mackerel sese ye wokese ene ye wona dantamu ene ye wokuma no omode ye niema edu Sundays ade ehofo no de eho joint no udu wa kuma no ana boys ne de ye niema correct pa no de konanim ba cho ye twi moko ye di dokono ye hia bi etu aguso a ye African queen mackerel ketwa ne de awon saa obi ekoto kenka wie wo region potem wo ne botoma ye kufu ye African queen mackerel ketwa ne hye ne botoma nya bibia polisifo mamu nyina no wo je ne dokono no esan se makona no adin no wo so ne yafurinti no African queen mackerel ye twa fish ne sinanimu akono e na tomato sauce na egu hu no e de wo mese wo tia no wo fie de ye jollof na nkra ne wo ho a ade ne nu kwanse ne nkra ne bedi ni nyina ye fe ne twa wanum keke ye bre no entia oba pastor wo mokola wone fire service ne ye nhwani mu patro friend was 0245 326180 and 0302 668357 African queen mackerel ye twa ye num keke ye de si wa ha sei madwumadie foforo ye aka to aso madama ye mamo aha ma monity a adehye.
Tune it in. Turn it up.